Hey everyone, how we all doing? Okay, so before I get started, as usual, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, let's just dive into today's video, shall we? Okay, so this is someone I've spoken about before. And I think it's fair to say this guy's got an ego. He believes that everything he says is right. And he can dictate who does what on the internet. Probably the gatekeeper of YouTube is the conclusion I'm coming to. So, who am I speaking about? The Dad Challenge podcast. Now, I first came across this guy when that little boy had a failed adoption. And it was heartbreaking. Don't get me wrong, it was heartbreaking. But let's just keep it real, shall we? Adoptions fail every day. Every single day there are adoptions that fail around the world. Somewhere in the world right now there is an adoption probably failing. And that's sad. That's sad for the child. It's sad for the family. And pretty much everybody involved. And how do I know this? Because I grew up in the system. I had foster parents. And I was supposed to have been adopted. More than once. But sadly it never happened. But this little boy, the little boy from China that we all grew to love, his adoption failed. And that sucked. That sucked big time. But the Dad Challenge podcast went on from that one and decided it was his job to try and take down all family channels. Because he decided that it was his job to tell YouTubers that they are not allowed to put their children on YouTube. Now, whilst I may not agree with people exploiting their children on YouTube day in day out, the only life they probably know is behind a camera. It is not my place to tell them to stop doing it. And it shouldn't be my place to tell them to stop doing it. What right do I have to dictate somebody else's life? But Josh didn't stop there. It's been a year. And my Gestapo has been off for a year. Josh made a video celebrating that. Josh has also said if her husband leaves YouTube, that he would take down all the videos he's put up about them. Then he changed his mind and said he would private them. But then not very long after that he also changed his mind again, that he would put them up for members only. So which one is it, Josh? If they both leave the internet completely, which one is it? Are you going to take down all the nasty, snarky, horrible content you've made about them? Are you going to private all that content you made about them, or are you going to make it members only? Because I'd like to know which one it is. So today Josh put up another video where he told everybody that Micah is pregnant. He also went on to tell everybody that Micah was coming back. He then made another video saying that Micah have taken down a channel. But let's have a look what he said about them, shall we? And why I'm so annoyed. Because this is not actually about Micah that I'm annoyed, to be honest with you. Okay, let's do this.
Those are going in the car like tonight. Should we do this video together first, or should we give you the tea? Well, here's my conjecture. We'll do this after. So it's not conjecture. Micah Stauffer is pregnant. Confirmed. Pregnant. Preggers, pregnant. I've heard about this a little while ago, and I was just waiting to...
What right do you have to tell the world that Micah is pregnant? I'm not going to show this in the camera. Hang on, that's easier. What right do you have to announce to the world that Micah is pregnant? How do you like if someone else announced to the world that your wife was pregnant?
I'm going to see if... Oh, man, I need this first. Boom. Yes, so Micah is pregnant, 100%. I don't know why they were in Boston, though, but the people that saw them in Boston... Just saying, people have seen them and have seen bumps, if you know what I mean. Then I was reaching out to my other people in Ohio. Confirmed. Pregnant. Micah, there's no secrets. I know everything now. So Micah is pregnant. I thought to myself, this is kind of a win, because think about this. In what circumstance would a family vlogger not capitalize and exploit a pregnancy? Because that is their big, big paydays. Huge paydays for them, okay? It's almost like people know it's going to be their huge paydays and...
Okay. I'm going to fast forward some of this crap because I can't.
Or, good, because she's done. I don't think she's done, okay? I was looking at her channel just to download a video, and this popped up, and this popped up. This, if you're wondering, I don't know tons about her channel, but I know for sure her channel before. This is new channel artwork. What does that mean?
Actually, no. In your next video, you said that was there from May last year.
It means likely that I think the pregnancy is not conjecture. She's pregnant.
I just think you're full of shit.
New artwork on the channel. She's pregnant. And say half her people forgave her, she'd still make quite a lucrative living on YouTube, okay? Let's just say that. And people are apt to give people grace. I will never give grace to this person. She doesn't deserve it for what she did to H. And I want to say this, too. The person who has H right now, I keep reaching out to her on Instagram because she's using him on her Instagram, and I'm like, please don't. And she keeps blocking me, which I almost, like, I get it, but at the same time, lady, I know you're probably watching this stuff. Stop putting H on the internet. Stop doing it. What?
How about stop looking for this little boy? Leave him live his life. This is what I'm pissed about. He has successfully found this little boy. And now he is telling his new family to remove him from the internet. Gatekeeper match. Bear in mind, this guy had a failed family vlogging channel. the pastor who got fired. Right? So you've got all that. But then, the icing on the cake.
Oh, there's some people here already. Yellow smokes. I'm talking here, Ever. Go that way so they can't see you. Lena, thank you.
Nice. First off, you're driving with your child in the car, vlogging. You absolute moron. My husband is a mechanic. We've had many conversations about these Tesla cars. I also know a guy who had one for 4 months before it crashed. There was an electronics problem with it and it crashed. The car, write off, complete. But this complete moron has his child sitting in the back of the car. We've asked him to move out of the way of the camera. While he comes on here just to bitch about Micah Staffer and their family.
That's got me. Can you hear me okay?
I'm not going to show his kid.
So yeah, I'm on Instagram. Someone sends me a message saying, hey, I looked up Micah's YouTube and it's gone. And it happened right after the video. So, wow.
That has you on cloud fucking Cocoa Land, doesn't it?
Just heading up to Ottawa. I thought I'd do a little live and talk about what's going on. Are you any questions? That kind of stuff? See, I think a lot of people have conjecture, so there's already been obviously conversations in the back end with the mods and everything else, is that she took down the channel because she wants to start fresh with another channel, but in the end, that doesn't do her any good because...
Why is it any of your business anyway? Oh right, I forgot you're the gatekeeper to the internet, aren't you?
Because, like, she'd have to start from scratch. She has a channel with over 630,000 subscribers on it. Why would she not? So to me, that likely means that she's either done, that, or she's just kind of taken the channel off for a little while. She's going to go through it all and just leave up certain videos and then go with that. Or something is going on with her and James, which I don't think that's the case because she's definitely pregnant, so I hope that's not the case. I really, honestly, truly hope that is not the case. She might be going to Patreon is a good one, yeah. I won't be able to read all your chat. It's going really fast and I can't slow it down, so maybe if Tom's in here, he can slow down the chat. It's not a Honda Civic, Margaret, it's a Tesla. So, if anybody's worried about driving this way, don't worry about it. My hand is always on the wheel, okay? And I'm half looking at the chat, half looking here, but I have my car set on 4 car length.
And you got your kid in the back. Jerk off.
Ahead of me, so I never get close enough to any vehicle, and I'm on like a highway, so don't worry about it.
And if you get an electrical fault, that's not going to mean absolutely jack. It won't mean a goddamn thing. Actually, it would mean a goddamn thing. It would mean your darling daughter who's in the back there may need to go to hospital. It means that you could not get out of that car alive. Think about that, Josh.
free, which is completely legal where I live, so we're all good.
Really? So if I dropped a line to your local police with links to all of your driving blogs, not that I'm going to do that because I just haven't got the fucking time, to be honest. But if I did, since your number plate is on Google, so then finding you wouldn't be an issue. They would say, how would I say, thank you very much. Okay.
And so, yeah, the channel is gone. So, again, we can talk all day long about what we think it is. Likely I think she might be done. But I took a look at James's channel on...
Maybe she's done with your bullying continuously for a year. Think about the people, Josh, right, who people wanted off YouTube, who are now back. Anision, back. Sanders Kennedy, back. Shane Dawson, about to return. And you're still to this day, trying to run the staffers off the internet.
Stoffer Garage, and he's got 1.18 million subscribers, which is mind-blowing, okay? So I just did quick math before I left. He pulls in...
I can only imagine how that makes you feel. That James Staffer has 1 million subscribers. And you with your little raffle thing, you're breaking TOS, by the way.
About 100 to 200,000 views per week, which is a lot. Think about that, okay? So it's 100,000. I roughly pull in about 115,000 views a week. Okay, that's what I do. If I do a daily video, I hover around that. So I have to do 5 videos to get there, though. He does it with 1 video. So, but he is not getting the amount of views he needs to be getting to make the money that they were making before. Now, don't get me wrong. He's probably making good money based on what anybody else makes in the world. But not what they were making before, and they had to take a major step back. For her to take those videos off or take it down for now is crazy because they still made residual income, something like $30,000. So, someone called me out. They said that picture was changed last year, so I was wrong about it.
I gotta say, that really does bug you, doesn't it, Josh? The amount of money they make really does bug the crap out of you.
So the picture was changed May 2020. Oh, I love Teslas. So, I mean, what do you guys think? You think that or she needs a mental health break? And I did say that. Someone called me and said, if they decide to take everything off YouTube, I will remove every video about Micah and James off YouTube.
Liar. You absolute liar. And I say that for what you're going to say next.
I will remove every single one. But it's not just Micah Stauffer. James Stauffer, too. He's got to go. Not just Micah. So, if he wants to get off, I'll take every effing video down I've ever made about them if they get off the internet.
Who the fuck do you think you are? What gives you the right to say that? Wow. What a complete and utter...
Absolutely. They're not adopting again. No, that video I did today was them talking about they were going to adopt after they adopted H, and then they had a bio kid right afterwards. So it didn't do there. What did Katie say? I know she's pregnant.
You know, because you've got people spying on her everywhere. Are you paying them in stickers and t-shirts, Josh?
Can't sell the channel. I don't think you can sell a channel, can you? Maybe.
You can sell anything these days, Josh. Anything. Literally anything.
Can you sell a channel?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I guess you could, because you get to rebrand it. Man, that's I didn't even think of that. So maybe she sold her channel to somebody, but I mean, who are you gonna sell your channel to? It's not
Anyone who wants a channel with that amount of subscribers. They can always rebrand and hope people like. They can always rebrand and hope people like what you doing. Sorry, hopping tablets.
that I saw she's pregnant. I know she's pregnant. Someone told me. A few people told me. I think that they bought that land in Ohio, right? They not only did they buy the house that they live in now, but they also bought a piece of land and the adjacent piece of land somewhere in Ohio. I did it in a video. Maybe they're downsizing, going to live in the country, little shack or something. I don't know. But I don't know what they're doing. Obviously, they're not going to talk to me about it.
Why the hell do you know so much about their private life? About land they bought? Would you actually appreciate it if someone looked that closely into your life? But you're not that important, are you?
So, again, it's fishy because either she just wants to get off her mental break, because Love Meg did that. She did a social media detox because she's done. I think that Micah was probably thinking, let's see what happens after we're off for an entire year, right? You got David Dobrik, or who's the other guy coming back now? There's another guy coming back after a year. They all tend to take a year off, and then they think that's all good. But Micah and James, what they did is not forgivable, right? So you're going to see all these YouTubers like James Charles going to take a year off. He'll
Not forgivable. They had a failed adoption, Josh. They didn't murder somebody. Failed adoption sucks, yeah, big time. But that little boy, if he is now happy and thriving and healthy, I'm happy. I ain't gonna hold this family to ransom for the rest of their lives because the adoption failed. What is it that makes you feel that you're so superior, that you can dictate to people that they should suffer for eternity because they had a failed adoption? Yeah, it sucks big time, Josh. But it's time to move on.
back after a year. A year seems to be the magic number, and then they come back. I think Micah was thinking, let's figure out what happens after a year, and now she's realizing there's just no way. Nobody's gonna forget what they did. It's just not forgivable. So that's probably what's going on. I don't know who Teddy Westbrook is.
He keeps sprouting most of that garbage and says that if he walked up to them in the street he probably wouldn't scream and shout at them. No, he'd probably run like a bitch and cry in a corner. Considering Micah has even phoned the police to try and stop him from harassing her. It sucks, but adoptions do fail. Finding that little boy messaging his new mother, demanding she does not put pictures of him on the internet, and you wonder why people block you. You make your videos about family vlogging channels, yet how many videos have you got of your sons, Josh, in the gym? How many? Your poor daughter is sitting in the back of the car having to hide from the camera because you want to drive and vlog instead of paying attention to your daughter in the back seat. Yet you're dictating how other families should raise their children. Class act. Really truly are a class act. Stop telling people how to live their lives and worry about your own. Be concerned about your own family and your own children, rather than dictating to people how they should raise theirs. Anyway folks, with that I am going to call it a day. Have a great one, and I shall see you on the next video.